watching Food Whims and Whimsy, and I'm Carmen DePasquale. Around here, January's winding down and Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Love is in the air, and I know you probably have that special someone on your mind. I also know how expensive it could be to buy flowers and chocolate covered strawberries. So this Cupid's got better ideas, and I'm going to show you how you can make your own chocolate covered strawberry bouquet. I'll also show you how to make some Valentine's Day packaging, enough to make you and your Valentine shrill with delight. Before we begin, let's go over the ingredient list and tools. We'll be using about 30 washed and dried strawberries, and I like to pull back the green stem just so that it doesn't get stained when you are putting the strawberries in the chocolate. Today we'll also be using chocolates. I'm using chocolate melts from the craft store, milk chocolate. And to the chocolates, I like to add a little shortening because it adds for more smoothness. It also makes the strawberries a little bit more dippable, and it just overall has a better coverage. Today we are also using an assortment of all kinds of little sprinkles. These are little pearls. This is dry unsweetened coconut. We're using assortment of little sprinkles, something like this that I got in the craft store as well. This is a red, just a colored sugar sprinkles, and then this here is pulverized dry dehydrated strawberries. I thought that would add a nice little color and texture and flavor to the finished strawberries. You're gonna need 3 bowls, one for each chocolate flavor. Today I'm gonna be using these food grade green skewers, but you can use regular bamboo if you can find that. You're gonna need some kind of styrofoam to stick the skewers in. I was only able to find this shape, but it works fine. We'll also be using some florist tape and a little bit of water just to help it adhere to itself a little bit. We'll be using some ribbon, some tissue paper, a scissor to cut the food storage bags once the chocolate's in there. So these are just a couple of food storage bags. So now that we have the tools and ingredients out of the way, let's start with the actual process of dipping the strawberries. The first thing you want to do is get your skewer and actually dip it in the chocolate before you pierce the strawberry. That helps for the stick to hold on to the strawberry, and it doesn't. And you want to push it like halfway to 3/4 of the way through. And I just stick it right on my skewer just like that. We can prepare them all, or we can actually dip them. There we go. Nice coverage all the way through. Just like that. Trying to dip off the excess. You can just go ahead and let it dry right there. Do the same thing here. We'll do pink this time. There we go. There, nice coverage. Just like that. We'll do a couple more. And then we'll start adding some of these sprinkles on. Dip, pierce. There we go. Try not to get the stem. There we go. Let that dry. Because these, I'm actually going to pipe on these that I leave blank. Okay, so let's do another one. Gonna add a little bit of dehydrated strawberries. Tilt it this way, and then you want to kind of just get a V on there and then tilt it the other way, just like that. Just a little air bubble. Okay, there we go. Him we're going to keep right here actually, because we're going to box him. Okay, I'll do that again. Oh, actually I have one already prepared in white, so I'll take this one. Give him a few little buttons, little tucks buttons. There we go. Next thing you want to do is put your chocolate sauce or your chocolate in here and cut the smallest hole possible, because you want a narrow, thin stream to come out. And just test it, see if it looks good. And it does. So I'm going to just take the dry flour and I'm just going to make lines across just like that. Do the other side. The faster you go, the prettier they come out. And that's it, just like that. Let's do another one. Sometimes it takes a few tries. The faster the better. So while the roses are drying, I'm going to show you how to make small boxes so that you can put some chocolates in there. Alright, so what I usually start with is a couple of pieces of stock paper. This is a little on the thin side, so I'm going to double it up. And I'm going to freeform this, no measurement, I'm eyeballing it. I'm just going to give you a quick, just show you quickly. So I take the paper, line it up. If it's doubled, make sure you use both, put both pieces of paper at the same length. And basically what you're doing is you're creating the width of the box. You do that with this side. You want to make it pretty even all the way across. Okay? Here, you want to do the same thing on this side here. Even all the way across. There. And what I like to do is I like to take one side, bring it over to make the other side. Do that again on this side. And if you look inside, it creates like cutouts, like four cutouts. So I'm just going to actually cut them out. Right there, right there, right there, and right here. So it's 4 on each side. And then I'm just going to start taping all the sides together. I'm using tape. You can use glue, you can use a stapler, but the tape is what I have today, and that's what I'm going to use. Now that all the sides are taped, just fill the box with some filling right here. Okay, and then I like to add like 2 strawberries like that, and another one just like this. Just sit in the box. There you go. So next we're going to take the tissue paper, and it's just basic tissue paper that I bought from the dollar store. So I'm just going to fold this just kind of in half with the folded end up so it's nice and neat. And I'm going to do the same thing here, but instead of folding it in half, I'm going to just fold it up to the first crease right here, because that's going to be the outside and this is going to be the inside. The whole point, really, what I like to do is just make sure the white is totally inside the outside color. That should be good. So that's ready to go. I'm gonna grab the stems now, and I'm gonna take these in like maybe 4 and tie these together. This could be a little messy, so I'm gonna just put that right here. Make sure they're dry. So it's best to try to take the four at a time and just kind of secure them together in a bundle, just like that. Moisten it a little bit really helps. Okay. And I'm going to do this with I'm going to do about 12, so I'm going to do 3 bouquets like this, and I'll show you. Once you have your wrapping paper ready, you put your bouquet in the middle, And you just take your paper, just like that. Get a pretty ribbon. Give it a good tie. And there you go. There's your beautiful bouquet. Just anybody would be so happy to have these. Thank you for joining me here today. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day, and this is Food Whims and Whimsy.